Today, after watching this video, your life is going to shift in a way you're not ready for. And I'm not saying that as some fake hype line. I'm saying it because the kind of knowledge you're about to hear is the type people spend years chasing, reading books, watching lectures, listening to so-called experts, and still never understand how real manipulation and real psychological dominance actually work. And the only reason I can say this with this level of confidence is because I've spent the last 3 years studying Ayanokoji level cold psychology, human pattern mapping, silent control, behavioral influence, and the way power truly moves inside people's minds. And honestly, 90% of the videos you see online about manipulation are garbage surface-level tips, repeated ideas, no depth, no real application. But today, you're getting the kind of knowledge that only the top 1% ever understand, the kind that makes people impossible to read and even harder to control. And yes, I will drop a full series on this because there's no way I can fit everything real manipulators know into one video. But if you're willing to focus, even if this video gets long, I'm completely fine destroying my watch time just to give you something nobody else online has the guts or the clarity to teach. So listen carefully. The first rule of real manipulation is that you never try to manipulate anyone directly. You understand the environment so deeply that people naturally take the actions you want them to take, while believing those actions were their own idea, their own choice, their own instinct. That's exactly how Ayanokoji operates. He doesn't force outcomes. He positions people. He studies the cracks in their identity fears, insecurities, ego triggers, validation loops, and then he sets the situation up so cleanly that they walk right into the move that serves his objective. But you can only do this when your emotional involvement is zero, when your nervous system stays calm, when your presence is neutral enough that no one feels threatened by you, suspicious of you, or aware of what you're capable of. That's where most people fail. They want the credit. They want to look smart. They want people to notice their intelligence. And the moment someone wants to be seen, their manipulation collapses. Invisible power only belongs to the person who doesn't need recognition. Ayanokoji's entire strength comes from silence. He never reacts, never shows desire, never reveals emotional intent. People can't defend themselves against what they can't detect. And if you want to think like him, you must understand humans at the level he does. Every person is driven by only 3 things: fear, desire, or identity. If you control what someone fears, you control their decisions. If you control what they desire, you control their direction. And if you control their identity, you control their entire life. Because humans would rather suffer than violate the story they believe about themselves. The trick is never showing that you know this. You watch quietly, you observe how they talk when they're relaxed versus when they're nervous. You notice where they lie. You notice what makes their crack, what makes their eyes shift, what topics they rush through, what topics they over-explain. Those are cracks, and cracks are entry points. Once you can see someone's identity cracks, you can make them move without ever touching them. Place doubt where they feel weak. Place confidence where they feel strong. Offer silence where they expect reaction. Ask simple questions that create internal conflict. Shift the group energy so they stand where you want them to stand. Real manipulation isn't about tricks, it's about understanding the architecture of the human mind. Ayanokoji wins because he doesn't attack people. He lets their own psychology do the work. He lets people expose themselves. He lets them self-destruct. And once you truly master the art of stepping back, shutting up, watching, analyzing, waiting, and then delivering one clean move at the exact moment their defenses are down, then you stop playing the game and start controlling it. That's the difference between being smart and being dangerous. And if you stay with me through this entire series, I'll break down every layer of it, every mindset, every silent move, every internal rewiring, everything that turns you from someone who reacts into someone who directs. The third tactic is pattern reading, understanding people on a level they don't understand themselves. Ayanokoji reads humans like open books, not because he's gifted, but because he watches when others talk, listens when they lie, and notices every micro-expression, hesitation, and contradiction. Humans are predictable machines. The same situations create the same reactions. And once you learn someone's pattern, you can guide their decisions without saying a word. Slow down in real life. When someone gets angry, ask what insecurity you touched. When someone lies, ask what fear they're hiding. When someone tries too hard, ask what emptiness they're trying to fill. You'll realize most people repeat the same behaviors forever. Ayanokoji wins because he studies patterns. You win when you start noticing what everyone else ignores. The fourth tactic is controlled distance, never letting anyone fully decode you. The moment someone feels they understand you completely, they stop respecting you. Predictability kills power. That's why Ayanokoji keeps a calm, controlled distance with everyone, not too close, not too far, just enough for people to feel him, but never enough to grasp him. That distance creates mystery, and mystery creates influence. In life, don't be the person who shares everything. Don't be the person who's always available. Don't be the open book everyone can read in one sitting. People should know your name, not your mind. Hear your voice, not your thoughts. See your presence, not your intentions. Distance isn't weakness. Distance is dominance. The fifth tactic is calculated silence, the most terrifying tool of manipulation. While everyone rushes to speak, defend, justify, and explain, Ayanokoji waits. Silence breaks people. Silence makes them insecure, makes them overthink, makes them reveal more than they intended. When you stay quiet, they try to fill the space. And while they talk, you learn. So when someone tests you, don't react. Let them speak. Let them run in circles. Let them drown in their own mind. Silence is psychological checkmate. You don't win by attacking. You win by watching the other person destroy themselves. And here's the truth behind Ayanokoji's abilities. He wasn't born special. He was forged. The White Room stripped emotion, forced discipline, sharpened awareness, and built a mind stronger than most people's entire personalities. But every one of these traits can be built in real life. Emotional control, observation, distance, silence. None of these require a lab. They require intentional living. The world rewards the loud but respects the silent, celebrates the emotional but bows to the controlled, and fears the person who stays calm in chaos. Becoming like Ayanokoji means people stop messing with you because you're unpredictable. You gain respect without asking. You understand people better than they understand themselves. And you protect your peace because you don't waste energy on noise. This isn't about being dark. It's about being untouchable. Most people talk, react, and expose themselves without realizing it. But the person who watches, waits, and becomes a shadow, silent, unreadable, powerful. Ayanokoji doesn't dominate because he's loud. He dominates because he's invisible until it's too late. If you want to be the man who walks into a room and shifts the atmosphere without saying a word, these 5 tactics aren't optional, they're necessary. Use them wisely, use them quietly, and remember, real power is the power no one knows you have.